Welcome to the Sports Circus Friday edition. The Saturday edition can be found at AM 920 here in Las Vegas on NBC Sports at 8 a.m. Also in Southern California on KCAA 1050 AM, 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM as well at 8 a.m. as well. So that is a simulcast show, and this is the Sports Circus, and I have a special guest today, which we'll get to in just a second, because we have to say, of course, that this show is brought to you by the American Business Trust Company, specializing in startup capital, strategy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All kinds of great things for the company, and they include, just because I was blowing over it, because it's live, we can do that, corporate strategy, marketing, investment capital. They basically take a company from A to Z. Give them a call, 657-600-1876. That's 657-600-1876. Now, I am Sal the Bookmaker, as you can see right down below here, and this is
Lenny Atkins, voice of the people from Long Beach. Made the trip from SoCal to beautiful Las Vegas here. Loving it. Missed that ugly traffic there, Sal. You know, I ended up getting up at the wee hours of 4 o'clock in the morning, gassed up at an Arco, got myself some donuts and some Red Bull, and I'm ready to go.
Donuts and Red Bull. And as you can see, of course, Lenny is wearing the local Las Vegas Raiders stuff now, all that gear, and I have our beloved San Diego Superchargers, which migrated back to be the LA Superchargers. Maybe they'll bring the Super back. What do you think?
Well, as we're sitting here, we obviously know that if you're true Raider fans, the Charger fans are the bitter enemies of the Raiders. The Chargers and the Raiders just go at each other like the Hatfields and McCoys. But, you know, I am doing a gratuitous gesture today. I'm wearing not only the Raider bling here, but I'm doing the throwback Howie Long. Give me that high top fade, flat top cut in the middle. So we're looking good today for Las Vegas, representing, because you know what, Sal? As far as with Raider fans, you think about them coming to Las Vegas, and a lot of times Oakland, you think, man, they're coming to Las Vegas, those poor Raider fans. What are we going to do for those poor Raider fans? They feel left out. Ladies and gentlemen, Oakland does not feel left out. Oakland just celebrated. They feel like they have won a piece of the lottery, because now, instead of being confined to the drubs of Oakland Alameda County Stadium, they get to go on a trip to Las Vegas, Nevada. They can make this a weekend. This is bigger than a tailgate party. This is bigger than Santa's sleigh. This is bigger than Grandma's cookie jar.
Santa's sleigh is pretty big.
Santa's sleigh is pretty big. You know, maybe Barry the Human Beach Ball's appetite's bigger. But other than that, you know, again, you know, Las Vegas is the new home upcoming for the Raider Nation. And Raider Nation, we welcome you to the city of lost wages.
Right. Well, you know, look, it takes a lot of balls to wear that. Being a Charger fan on top of it, I mean,
so true.
That's like me being a Bears fan wearing Packers stuff. I can't do it. For the life of me, I can't do it.
All for the cause, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly what we have. You know, one thing, Sal, that I wanted to bring up briefly here is I wanted to bring up, you know, L.A. has been without a football team for, you know, over 2 decades.
22 years.
22 years. And you think about that, did they really deserve a football team? And in fact, 2 football teams. And here's my little angle with it. You go to Cleveland. Cleveland gets their football team taken away by a deceitful, money-grubbing owner, changes their name, and sets them adrift. But you know what? Cleveland got ravenous, got the dog bones in their teeth, and said, we're not going to put up with it. We're angry and pissed, and they got themselves a football team. And the same thing with Houston. Houston Oilers leave, the ghost of Bum Phillips and everything else with it. And what happens is that they go ahead, they get angry, they don't sit on their hands, they get their pick and their attitude, they dig, they drill for oil, and they strike oil, and they get the Tennessee they get the Titans, okay?
Yep.
The Houston Texans. Tennessee gets a team. L.A., they don't put up anything. You know what L.A. is? Let me tell you. Oakland Raider fans and the like are ravenous, hardcore. I'm going to grab you by the throat until I get what I want.
Unless they take a shot in the mouth, as you can see behind us. What a great shot. I mean, look, the people of Las Vegas, in case you're wondering what the climate's going to be like at a Raiders game, take a look behind us. That's what you're in for. Right, someone's going to eat a fist. It is what it is. So when you go to a Raiders game, be ready. You could be that Raider fan eating the fist. Notice it's the Raider fan eating the fist and not the Raider fan dishing it out.
You know why? Because the Raider fans have an appetite for football. That's what they have. You know what? The LA fans did not have an appetite. You know what I think of the LA fans?
They're soft.
I think of them as, okay, they're the Rams, right? They're supposed to be the LA Rams. You know what I think? I think of them as being a little billy goat. You know, they're a little yapping billy goat, or even better than that. I'm going to even go deeper, ladies and gentlemen. Draw in close and listen to Lenny. Here's what they are. They are that sniveling, little shivering chihuahua that you see in somebody's arms. You don't know why. The dog is being...
It's in convulsions,
it's something like that. The dog is secure. It's being kept safe. It's close to its owner, but yet they're still sniveling and shivering. Oh, we want football.
That's what the Ram fans do.
That's exactly
what they do. And that's why when they were in St. Louis, I call them the St. Louis sheep. That's right. Because they were exactly what he said. They were weak. They were meek. They were docile. Oh, come here, little sheep. Just don't eat my shirt. Because that's what they do at the petting zoo, right?
That's right. They eat everything. And now, why does the LA deserve two teams? Especially, okay, albeit I'm wearing the Raider bling. Sal and I are true Charger fans. Okay, we go back to the Fouts era. Okay, we run Charger blue deep. But the thing about the LA fans, now they get two teams. The Chargers, how about this, Sal? Them getting ripped off with an arena. Where are they going to be playing?
They're playing in a soccer stadium.
Hello?
Comp USA, whatever. What's the name of that place? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
NobodyKnows.com.
30,000 people max, which really they'd be able to put 25. But the best part about it is the Chargers are coming there to steal the crowd from the St. Louis Sheep relocated back to LA.
Because they have a credible team right now.
They can win today, if Rivers doesn't throw to the other colored shirts.
Rivers needs to go on aisle 7 and buy up as much Kleenex as he possibly can, because that dude is a crybaby from the very beginning. And Sal and I have discussed this. What did we get out of that draft, Sal? Eli Manning and his daddy. I don't want Phillip Rivers playing for you guys. We won't do that. We want to go to the Giants. So what do we get out of that? We get Rivers. We get a kicker in Nate Kading. We get Sean, I'm over with my career, Merriman with steroids. And we get Antonio, I've got 9 children and counting, Cromartie, still playing in the NFL because he needs to bring home a paycheck to buy all of his baby's shoes.
That's exactly what we got. But ultimately, this team can win if they play 60 minutes in the game. Because I think they really play about 58.
Yeah.
And they wreck it, either the first minute in or the first minute out, but they always find themselves playing from behind. It's the same thing over and over. I don't know why it is. They dig themselves a hole 21 points deep, and then a dramatic comeback at the end, unless Rivers, of course, throws it to the other team, which, is sort of common.
Yeah, it's commonplace and we're used to it. But the thing about this team that I think is different with the San Diego Chargers is that they're coming with a beast. They're coming with a guy who had some cred out of Penn State, the beast Joey Bosa. This guy is the real deal. This man will eat steel for breakfast, okay? He is an absolute monster, and if we can just get a draft pick, and ladies and gentlemen, okay, little disclaimer, hate on Rivers comment coming, okay? Check it out. What we need to do is we need to dangle, in my opinion, and the voice of the people knows, if we dangle Phillip Rivers with about 3 good years left in his repertoire, we dangle him out there to a team and say, we've got a Pro Bowl quarterback with still some gas in the tank. Give us some quality draft picks. We can pick up a quarterback to be named later, and we can get ourselves some studs to go with that Joey Bosa, because, as you know, defense wins championships.
That it does. And, Joey Bosa is an interesting story we'll get into in the next segment. But I got to tell you, I think you're right when it comes to getting rid of Phillip Rivers. Rivers is nothing but a headache. Let's get rid of him, San Diego, or L.A. now. Let's get rid of him. Let's turn the page, get somebody else in here. We'll pick that up on the other side here on the Friday edition of the Sports Circus.